Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rob once again, and today we have the last build of 2022. So it's pretty exciting. We're gonna go ahead and build a friend of ours their PC for their son. It's gonna be a late Christmas gift present, I guess. But either way, I hope you enjoy it, and let me get you to the parts that we're using today. All right, let's do it. All right, let's go ahead and start with the case. Today we're using the Fractal Meshify 2, and I believe this is a mid-tower case. It's pretty good. It's been on the internet, all over YouTube. It comes with everything you need. It comes in a big accessory box right here. It's a humongous box with a bunch of stuff. We'll check that out in a little bit, and let's move on to the rest of the parts. Today we will be using this Mag B660 Tomahawk Wi-Fi DDR4 motherboard. This is going to be a Gen 4 build, and this is an Intel motherboard. This should have enough expansion for extra M.2 drives if you want to do that. And let's move on to the next piece of the puzzle. And then this is the 12th gen i5. This is an Intel build, like we said. This is going to be LGA 1700, and the i5 is pretty good. It's one of the better budget CPUs, and this is about 170 or so, 180 down right now in the market. So it's pretty good, and you get a lot of bang for your buck. And if our friend here who's going to be using the PC, they want to upgrade, they can always upgrade to the i7 or the i9 in the future. And if you want to upgrade after that, you're going to have to change the motherboard out for 13th gen. We know how that goes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what else we're going to use for this build. All right, this is the storage. We're starting off with a 500 gigabyte 970 Evo Plus NVMe M.2. And you see right there 3,500 megabytes read speed. So this is going to be pretty fast. It's going to keep the OS nice and snappy. And excuse me about the dogs if you hear them, but and the children. So yeah, this is going to be great. 500 gigabytes NVMe, and like I said, you can upgrade to a 1 terabyte on that motherboard because you do have extra slots for expansion. So let's move on to the next piece. For RAM, we're going to be using the DDR4. This is a 16 gigabyte, two 8 gigabyte sticks at 3200 megahertz. This is the Vengeance RGB Pro. This is going to look nice because more RGB, a lot more FPS. Everybody knows that. And what we have here is the cooling solution we're using today. This is going to be the Vetro V5 CPU cooler. It's going to be in black with RGB, of course. And this is LGA 17 ready and AM5 ready. So if you ever upgrade, you can always use this. Now this is going to be good for this i5. It's more than enough of cooling for this type of CPU. So it's going to look nice. This build is going to be mostly black and with hints of RGB color spread around. So like I said before, and I've said it in other videos, this Vetro has treated us really nice, and for the price you cannot beat it. I think this is 40 bucks or so, $45 maybe. I'm not completely sure, but I'll leave it in the link below so you guys can check that out. All right, so here we go. Our power supply, this is the Thermaltake Tough Power series, right? This is 650 watt 80 plus gold, so it's gonna be pretty efficient. It does have that Smart Zero, so when it's not under load, you can turn off the fan and it'll turn on automatically once it starts kicking and needs more power. This is pretty good for this combo of CPU and GPU. You're not going to need anything more than this, and I've used Thermaltake for the past 2 or 3 years and I haven't had a single issue. And this is fully modular, so you can use the cables you need and you're not going to have any extra cables or anything. So with that said, let's go to the GPU. Alright, so last but not least, here we have the graphics card. This is the MSI Gaming X. This is the 3060 Ti, and what's good about this is that it's great performance for the money, and you get your ray tracing and you get your DLSS, so that'll keep you in the game with high FPS. This is a great value card. I have used this before for other builds recently, and honestly it's smooth for all your Fortnites and all your war zones and all those FPSs people love to play. You can also play pretty much any sim racer on this, and it's going to work perfectly fine for the next handful of years. So you won't need any upgrades for this one for a long time, and you'll be more than happy with the power this supplies. Performance to money, this is one of the good ones. Obviously now if you can find it for a good price, GPUs are dropping, so get this if you find it. If it's under 500, 530, something like that, it's a good deal. So with that said, let's start building. All right, guys, we're done with the PC build. MSI BIOS was good to go. I didn't have to update, so it booted right up. We got a post immediately. We're doing some Windows updates, installing Windows, and it's super easy to build on this PC, so I'm pretty happy about that. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and stare at it, and it's pretty awesome to have one last build in 2022. Happy New Year, and Spike Cobra out. Take care.